Our journey begins with a descent, leaving the familiar world of light and warmth far behind. We are entering a realm of immense depth and perpetual darkness. Far below the sunlit surface lies a world that covers most of our planet, yet it remains almost entirely unknown to us. With every meter we descend, the pressure builds relentlessly, a physical force that has shaped every form of life that dares to exist here. It is a world of crushing weight, profound cold, and an unceasing, almost sacred quiet. The only points of reference are tiny particles of marine snow, the decaying remnants of life from above, drifting down like an endless silent blizzard. Occasionally, a brief flash of bioluminescence punctuates the void, a transient spark of life, a secret language spoken in the overwhelming dark. Finally, after a journey through miles of black water, the seafloor materializes, a soft, silty desert stretching into an abyss of its own. We are intruders in a place of ancient rules. And here, a shape moves with measured, unhurried intent. What is this strange armored creature that patrols the abyssal plains as if it were its own kingdom? Its scientific name is Bathynomus, a genus of exceptionally large isopods. They are deep-sea crustaceans, distant relatives of shrimp and crabs, and, surprisingly, of the common pillbug you might find hiding beneath a garden stone. But while a pillbug barely covers your fingertip, this deep-sea cousin can span the width of a dinner plate. Some reach over 16 inches, 40 centimeters, a phenomenon known as deep-sea gigantism, where the extreme conditions of the abyss favor larger body sizes. This incredible scale turns a familiar form into something utterly alien. Its body is encased in a segmented, calcified exoskeleton, like a suit of armor. Its large, compound eyes are spaced far apart, designed to capture the faintest glimmers of bioluminescent light in this world without sun. It is a living fossil, a masterpiece of evolution, and a truly awe-inspiring sight. The world of the giant isopod is one of extremes, a silent, alien landscape fundamentally different from our own. This is a realm governed by physics that would instantly annihilate a human, yet here, life persists in ancient, deliberate forms. Most commonly found in the cold, dark waters of the bathyal zone, a region stretching from just beyond the continental shelf down to thousands of feet. Here, sunlight is a distant memory, a realm of perpetual night broken only by the fleeting, ghostly light of bioluminescence. It is the only source of illumination, a silent language spoken by the creatures of the abyss. The water hovers just above freezing, a constant biting cold that slows metabolism and the very pace of life to a crawl. This extreme cold is a key reason for their gigantism and longevity. But the most defining feature of this world is the pressure. For every 33 feet of descent, the pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. At 7,000 feet, the pressure exceeds 200 times that at the surface, over 3,000 pounds per square inch. It is a force capable of crushing unprepared submarine hulls as if they were made of paper. Yet, giant isopods withstand it effortlessly. Lacking gas-filled spaces like lungs, their internal pressure simply equalizes with the immense weight of the surrounding water. They are one with the deep. To navigate this darkness, many species possess remarkably large, widely spaced compound eyes, not for seeing sharp images, but for collecting the faintest photons of light. Each eye can hold thousands of individual lenses, or ommatidia, all tuned to the dimmest glimmers in the black. The sudden flashes of a passing squid, the ethereal glow of a jellyfish, even the faint luminescence of bacteria on decaying flesh. These are all vital signals in the gloom, hinting at predator, prey, or a potential meal. But in the absolute dark, other senses take precedence. The isopod is equipped with 2 pairs of antennae, one long, one short, both covered in a dense array of chemical receptors. They act as both nose and feelers, constantly sampling the water, tracing faint chemical trails carried by the slow, almost imperceptible deep-sea currents. It is this combination of touch and smell that truly guides the isopod through the dark, leading it toward the scarce, unpredictable meals that sustain its incredibly slow-burning life. In this vast, empty expanse, where a meal may not appear for months or even years, patience is not just a virtue, it is the fundamental principle of survival. Life in the abyss is defined by scarcity. Down here in the crushing dark, survival is a game of patience and opportunity. The primary source of food is a constant, gentle rain from the world above. It's called marine snow, a delicate blizzard of organic detritus, dead plankton, and fecal matter. But after its long journey down, it offers only meager sustenance, barely enough to sustain the sparse communities of the deep. True feasts are rare, arriving without warning, and when they do, they are transformative. When a whale, shark, or giant tuna dies in the sunlit waters far above, its body begins a final, silent descent to the seafloor. This is a whale fall. It represents the single greatest bonanza the deep sea ever receives. A concentrated pulse of nutrients equivalent to thousands of years of marine snow, all delivered in a single moment. The scent of decay travels for miles, a chemical siren call. Giant isopods, the tireless cleanup crew of the abyss, are among the first to arrive, drawn from all directions. With 4 sets of powerful jaws, they methodically tear into flesh and blubber, gorging on the unexpected bounty. There is no time to waste. Their role is vital. As they feed, they break down the massive carcass and reintroduce its stored energy back into the local ecosystem. Without them, these vast nutrient dumps would simply rot, consumed by bacteria that strip the surrounding water of oxygen, creating deadly anoxic zones and starving the wider community. This rhythm of long famine and brief feast has shaped their entire survival strategy, forcing them to evolve the capacity for extraordinary fasts. Their metabolism is incredibly slow, a key adaptation for conserving energy. In captivity, some have refused food for over 5 years and survived. So when food finally arrives, they gorge until their bodies swell, eating so much they can barely move. They must store enough energy to endure the lean times ahead. A flexible exoskeleton allows them to expand, while a large digestive gland converts the meal into lipids, a dense fuel source stockpiled for the months or even years of starvation to come. After a binge, they grow heavy and torpid. They find a safe place, slow their bodies to a near standstill, and simply wait. Their patient feasting is just the beginning. It initiates a complex succession of life on the carcass that can last for decades, the entire deep-sea food web, set in motion by a single death. At first glance, the giant isopod appears utterly alien, a creature from another world. Its rigid exoskeleton, composed of chitin, fortified with calcium carbonate, forms interlocking plates called tergites. Segments grant flexibility to navigate rough seafloor while maintaining robust protection. 7 pairs of walking legs, periopods, move in a coordinated, wave-like motion. Each ends in a small, hook-like claw for traction on soft sediment. When threatened, it can curl into a tight, armored ball conglobation. It tucks head, antennae, and all 7 pairs of legs beneath the armored shell. A smooth, difficult-to-bite sphere, simple and highly effective. Flattened pleopods under the abdomen serve as gills, extracting scarce oxygen, and can propel short, clumsy swims. Large, wide-set eyes provide a broad field and heightened sensitivity in the dark. Below, sharp mandibles cut and tear, while other appendages guide food inward, a scavenger engineered for efficiency. 2 pairs of antennae constantly taste and feel the world around them. Every alien detail has a purpose: strength, mobility, endurance in an unforgiving home. Not strange to be strange, but perfectly sculpted by pressure, cold, and night. While we know much about its armor and survival, many aspects of its life remain shrouded in mystery, especially reproduction. Observations in the wild are rare, reproduction in captivity rarer still. Clues come from dissected specimens and the occasional brooding female. Tantalizing glimpses. Females carry a brood pouch called a marsupium. They produce some of the largest eggs, relative to body size, among marine invertebrates. Enormous, yolk-rich eggs, sometimes numbering only a few dozen, are held securely and brooded for months, perhaps years. Unlike many crustaceans, there is no larval stage. They practice direct development. When they hatch, the young, called mancus, are miniature adults, missing only the last pair of legs. Armored and ambulatory, they begin life ready for the seafloor. How often do they reproduce? What are their courtship rituals? How long do they live? Estimates span years to decades, but no one knows for certain. The giant isopod keeps its secrets, a reminder that our own planet still holds lives cloaked in enigma. The giant isopod is far more than a curiosity. It is vital to its ecosystem. By efficiently recycling nutrients from fallen carcasses, it supports the deep-sea food web. It ensures that precious energy from above is redistributed, where life is starved for resources. Studying it reveals how life adapts to extreme pressure, cold, and darkness, pushing biological limits. Its fasting endurance and unique reproduction challenge and expand our understanding of physiology and evolution. It reminds us our surface view is incomplete. Countless ways of living thrive in hidden realms. The eerie quiet of its world should inspire not fear, but respect. Most of Earth remains unexplored. This creature looks like it came from another planet, but it is right here on ours.